Before going into that, I want to brief you what exactly the molluscans are. Basically, the molluscans are recognized by their peculiar feature. They have very hard calcium carbonate shell, right? So this hard
Yes.
calcium carbonate shells, you must have seen some molluscans like snail and all that, right? So what is with this? Give me just one second. Just give me a few seconds. Actually, my pen tab is not responding. So I'm fixing it. Just will take 2 or 3 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Puff and Martin. Martin, are you connected? Martin? So, Hello, Martin. Afa, audible?
Yes, sir,
Hello.
you are audible.
Okay, sorry guys. Actually, there was some bugs in my driver of Pentap, so it is not responding. Fine, now it's working. So I have restarted and installed the driver. So look, we were here in the mollusca. So molluscans are the peculiarity of this phylum is that molluscans are those organisms. Their body is covered by very strong, very hard shell, and that shell, this part, this shell, and this cell is made up of calcium carbonate, right? So you must have seen these shells, and these shells are used for as an ornament and for various purposes, some religious purposes, and somewhere and some places as an ornamental purposes. So you can find these shells at the beaches, right? So this calcium carbonate shell. This is the peculiar feature of this phylum. Now, what is the next important thing? That these organisms, these molluscans, they have a very these molluscans, they have a very soft and palleable body. Their body is being covered with uh, with this shell, right? And you can see there is a mantle. So below the shell is a very hard object. It's a very hard cover. It is made up of calcium carbonate, and there is a mantle. So mantle is a just membrane-like structure. Below the mantle, you can see the organs are present. One more very important thing, these are the tentacles. These are the eyes. So eyes remains attached with a tentacle like structure, right? So these tentacles, these are the sensory organ, and they have the eyes over here. With the help of these eyes, they can see, right? And they do not have any foot or foot-like structure. So they have an artificial foot-like structure. So this is some artificial foot-like structure. So and they keep on secreting some slimy substance from their body. Fine. They have mouth, and behind the mouth there is, you can see, there is a radula. So radula is jaw-like structure which help in chewing the food. They have nervous cord, means nervous system is present. Crop is basically the stomach part where the food is being stored, right? So crop is the stomach part, right, where the food is being stored. Visceral mass means there is the organ. Visceral means where the organ. Heart is present. You can see heart is present. Food is artificial food. There is a stomach, right? And there are some digestive glands, right? Intestine is present over here, and this is anus, right? And they have the gill system, so they respire with the help of gill, right? So that is the. Uh, you must have seen snail. Have you seen the snail? Snail. The rainy season, you can,
Yes.
and in humid part you can see. Snails are basically mollusks, right? They are mollusks only. And what is body structure? Description, design, nervous component. Okay, so keep on start writing. So this is the uh, this is the representative organism, and this representative organism of molluscans. Uh, this is the phyla. So phyla is the representative organism of mollusca phylum. Just a minute. Right, that's what I was searching. These eyes are connected with these are the eyes. So eyes are placed with the stalk. So there is a particular term for this stalk. That's what I was searching. They are called omatophores. 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 So omatophores are stalk on which eyes remains present. Right. So keep on writing down. Just put the heading. General characteristic of molluscum. Right. First point. First point is they are mostly marine, right? They are they are mostly marine, right? So basically they are mostly found in the sea water or oceanic water, right? But but some occur in but some occur in fresh water as well, but some occur in fresh water as well. Next point. The body is muscular. The body is muscular and covered with and covered with hard shell. The body is muscular and covered with hard shell, made up of covered with hard shell, made up of calcium carbonate, made up of calcium carbonate. The same point. Shell is secreted by mantle. Mantle, I have already told you that there is a membrane like structure below the shell, that is the mantle, and mantle keep on secreting calcium carbonate, which it deposit and it become hard and it make the shell, right? Next point. Body cavity is greatly reduced. Body cavity is greatly reduced. Full stop. And it is filled with gonad. Gonad means sex organ, right? And it is filled with gonad. Gonad means sex organ, right? Sex organ. Filled with gonad, comma, kidney, and intestine. Next point. Digestive tract, you can see mouth and anus both are present. Digestive tract is complete. Digestive tract is complete. Next point. Blood vascular system is open type. What does it mean? Who will tell me? Come on. What is open blood circulatory system? Afa, what is open circulatory system? Martin, I've told you both.
Yes, sir.
What is
Yeah,
open
where
circulatory system?
open circulatory system where blood flows freely through the
Right.
cavity.
Very
There
good.
are no
Very
vessels.
good. Blood flows freely, do not circulate in the closed arteries and vessels. Very good. Okay. Next. The blood is usually blue. The blood is usually blue due to, I have told you this, due to presence of copper containing due to presence of copper containing due to presence of copper containing pigment due to presence of copper containing pigment hemocyanin right. here you have to write one more thing. Cuttlefish. Cuttlefish is not a fish. This is basically molluscan. Cuttlefish, Cuttle. Cuttlefish. Cuttlefish is an exception. Cuttlefish is an exception as as it have as it have closed circulatory system. Closed circulatory system. So that is exception. Rest of the molluscans, they have open circulatory system, but cuttlefish is a molluscan which have the closed circulatory system. Right? The next point. Respiration take place through gills. Respiration take place through gills, comma, mental and pulmonary sac and pulmonary sac. Respiration takes place through gills, comma, mental and pulmonary sac. Pulmonary sac is basically the lung-like structure. There is no difference in lungs. It's almost similar like lung, right? Next one. Excretion. So how does they remove their waste material or waste? So excretion takes place through kidney. Excretion takes place through kidney and gills also perform in excretion. Full stop. Ammonia is chief excretory product. So basically, ammonia is the chief excretory product. They remove ammonia as an excretory substance from there. For the nervous system, they have the ganglia is present, as you can see here. The nerve pods are present, ganglia is present. So they have the brain-like structure. They have the nerve pod, right? So please note it down. Nervous system is developed. They have brain and nerve cord. They have brain and nerve cord. Next point is very important. This is also a peculiar feature of molluscans. I have already told you that omatophores. So as you can see, this is the phyla. So this is the diagram of phyla, right? Or you can say call it snail as well, right? Phyla or snail. So phyla is scientific name, snail is the normal name. So they have this stalk-like structure. I have told you that the stalk-like structures are called omatophores, and at the top of the omatophores there are eyes, right? So eyes are present. So some, not all molluscans, some of the molluscans they have omatophores and eyes. So this is also omatophores are also a peculiar feature of this phylum. So please note it down. In many molluscans, eyes are present over stalk, eyes are present over stock called chromatophores. Called chromatophores. Eyes are present over stock called chromatophores. Next one. Sexes are generally separate, means male and female are different. Sexes are generally separate, but some are bisexual, means hermaphrodite. Some are hermaphrodite, means some molluscans are those which have the male and female sex organ in the same body, right? So they are called hermaphrodite, right? And they are oviparous, means they take birth through the egg. So they are oviparous. Those who do not know what is the oviparous, they can write it down. Oviparous. R-O-S. Oviparous. That is, those who do not know, they can write it down. That is, they give birth. That is, they give birth through eggs. That is, they give birth through egg. You can write it down some example of some members, right? So examples, those which belongs to this phylum. Some, like you must have seen Unio, right? That is oyster pearl, right? Oyster, from where you get the pearl, right? So oysters, they are also known as the Unio. They are scientifically they are called Unio. They are also known as the freshwater mussel. Fresh water mussel. They are also used as a seafood. And phyla, you have seen. Phyla is known as the snail, right? And Sapia is cuttlefish. Cuttlefish, you have written as a exception that they have the circulatory system, low circulatory system. That is known as the cuttlefish. Squid. Squid. Squid is called logio. And octopus, which is called devilfish, belong to this phylum. Octopus is the only molluscus which do not have any heart, right? That is also an exception. But the blue is blood. Blood is blue. I'm sorry. So octopus is also known as the devilfish. So these are the member of this phylum. Go through with your NCERT quickly and ask me if you have any doubt this chapter. One fact we missed that you can write it down. So, which is the largest phylum in the animal world? Largest phylum in animal world? Who will tell me?
Largest phylum?
Yes, Martin?
No, what was question?
I didn't listen to you.
The
Largest
question, can you repeat? Can you repeat the question?
Basically, the arthropoda is the largest phylum in the animal world. Molluscans are the second largest, right? So please note it down. Arthropoda is the largest phylum in animal world, and mollusca is the second largest phylum. Go through with your NCERT and ask me quickly if you have any doubt. Okay, fine. So let's move to the. Is it okay, Afaf? Okay. Should we move to next one?
Yes,
Martin?
sir. Okay.
Martin, any doubt in this phylum?
No, no.
Okay. So let's move in the second phylum. Next phylum. Next phylum is very known and it's very well known phylum Echinodermata. So look, Echinodermata means there is a, we can break down this term. Echinus means spine and dermis means skin, right? So those animals which have a spine in their skin, right? So that's how this term Echinodermata uh, made, right? So we can say Echinodermata means the spiny skinned animal. The spiny skin animal. So spiny skinned animal. So basically you can see there is a spine like structure they have, and this is the representative member is the starfish, right? So starfish is a representative member. Uh, they have the fountain like structure. Try to understand. So their skin, this is the basically ventral part. Dorsal part is like this way, right? So they have this spiny structure. So you can see in the middle they have anus. So for the removal of the waste food, there is a fountain like structure of medraporite. Medraporite is basically this is the pore which is from where the entry of water take place. So pore for entry of water. Entry of water. So this is the pore where entry of water takes place. This is the part from where the waste food come out, and this is the stomach basically. This is the stomach, right? And there is central canal ring, right? Inside you can see the digestive, leave the digestive tract for second right now, stomach and the digestive tract. But you can see this blue color structure. There is a central entry of water, and like fountain, you must have seen fountain. There are some pipe. So outside there are some pipe come out outside. These pipes are interconnected with a sideways. With these structure, they are called ampulla, right? And there is a podium, and this is the opening, right? This is the opening. So with the help of sucking and removing the water, they move. That's how they develop the force. So this system, water canal system, is called water canal system. Now you can see easily the water canal system. This is only the diagram of the water canal system. So this is the medraporite, the same medraporite from where they take the water, and they take this ring-like structure. This is called ring canal, and they are called radial canal. So these are called radial canal, and from radial canal there is ampulla. So what they do? When they basically they not move right, left, or sidewise, right? They can just go up and down, right? How does they go up and down? When they have to go up, what they do? They take the water easily and like leave it with the pressure, right? So that's how the action and reaction takes place. So that's how with the help of water pressure they go upside. When they have to go down, they take the water with a speed and they release it slowly. That's how they go down. So that's how they come up and go down, right? And this is the beauty of a starfish. They are of multicolor. They have the radial symmetry. You can see from here they have the radial symmetry, but head is not present over here, right? So this is the general characteristic, and they are basically found under sea bottom at the sandy part, right? Clear? And they are exclusively marine, means they are not found in the land or the soft water. Okay. Water canal system. Did you got that thing? So water canal system help them in movement, help them in taking oxygen, right? Means the respiration. They help them in capturing the food as well. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So please start writing down some general characteristics of Echinodermata, right? Put the heading Echinodermata general characteristic. First one. All existing echinoderms, all existing echinoderms are marine. Are marine. All existing echinoderms are marine. Full stop. They generally live in they generally live at sea bottom. They generally live at sea bottom. Next point. Body is star shaped. Body is star shaped, but it lack but it lack head. That is very important. Body is, underline this point. Body is star shaped, but it lack head. Next point. They have radial symmetry. They have radial symmetry at adult. They have radial symmetry. They have radial
So
symmetry.
in larvae, they are bilaterally symmetrical, and in adult, they are radially symmetrical.
That's why
How is it differentiated?
this
And why
basically
the symmetry is changed from bilateral to radial?
symmetry get changed. Basically, at the larval stage, they are very small and they are not penta. Basically, exact term is for them pentamerous, right? Because they have the 5 arms, but that is not required over here. So at larval stage, you must have listened the term metamorphosis.
Yes.
So metamorphosis, they changes their morphological structure and shape. So whenever we talk about the symmetry, we always take the adults. So at larval stage, when they just take the birth, they are like this way. You can see they are like this. They are like, their shape is like this kind of shape. So this is the bilateral symmetry. But when these arms get unfolded, right, and then they become pentamerous. The same thing with the octopus, right? So that is the thing. So they all the adults, they have the radial symmetry. Fine. Next point. Many echinoderm, many echinoderm bear many echinoderm bear spine. Many echinoderm bear spine in their skin, which is protective in which is protective in function, which is protective in function. Full stop. Next point, which is very important point. They have water, they have water vascular system, which I have explained to you. They have water vascular system, water vascular system, which is which is which is the characteristic feature of which is the characteristic feature of this phylum, which is the characteristic feature of this phylum, Full stop. The system is known as Qubit. It help in locomotion, respiration, and capturing the food. It help in locomotion, respiration, and capturing the food. Digestive tract, as mouth and anus both are present, so obviously this is complete. Digestive tract is complete. Digestive tract is complete. Full stop. Next one. They do not have a specialized excretory organ. They do not have a specialized excretory organ. Means kidney-like structure is not present, which were present in the molluscans. So they are absent over here, right? So they don't have these structures. Fine. Next. Nervous system is present. Nervous system is present in the form of nerve ring. Nervous system is present in the form of nerve ring and radial nerve cord. Radial nerve cord. They do not have eye-like structure or some other sensory organ, right? So you can write it down. Sense organs are poorly developed. Eyes are absent. Sense organs are poorly developed. Tentacles are not there. Eyes are not there. So they do not have a special sense organ. Poorly developed. Right. Next. Sexes are separate. Sexes are separate, but there is no sexual dimorphism. Sexual dimorphism. What does it mean? Can you tell me? Sexes are separate, but there is no sexual dimorphism. Who will tell me? What is sexual dimorphism? Sexual dimorphism means means two, morphism morphological structure. Try to break the term, right? Whenever if you don't know, then even try to break the term. Sexual dimorphism. Di means two.
The difference
Morpho
between
means
the size and appearance between the sexes of an
exactly.
animal.
Very good, excellent. Because there are like humans. Humans, you can easily recognize this is the male, this is the female, right? So how you can recognize? Because there are external structure on the basis of external structure, but nowadays it's becoming hard day by day, right? So
It was written that there is no sexual.
yes, Martin.
Was written there no sexual. Was written there, like, but there is no
Okay, no
sexual.
sexual dimorphism. Sexual dimorphism, dimorphism, dimorphism. So you can recognize, but there are certain animals where you cannot recognize. But they are a different sex. Like in the cranes, you cannot differentiate from morphological that this is the male or this is the female. Right? That this is called sexual dimorphism. But normally the sexual dimorphism is found. So peacock, which is the male and which is the female? Can you tell me? The peacock which have the colored feather, is it male or female? Tail feathers, color tail feather. Is it male or female? Tell me. Can you tell me? Half.
Male.
Ritika? Male or female?
Male.
Right. Male. You know, this is very interesting fact. There are millions or millions of species of the animals across the globe, across the earth. There are only two species where males are more beautiful than females. Peacock and the second, elephant. Those elephant which are used in many festivals, and even you must have seen Indonesia, Bali, in India, Kerala. So those animals which are decorated in some festivals and they are beautiful, they are basically the males. And since an ancient time, those elephants which are used in the war, males are never used in the war.
Why?
Yeah, females are more mighty, more aggressive, and more powerful, but they are ugly. So in elephants, so females are used in the wars in the ancient time. So elephant and the peacock, there are two species only on the globe where the male is more beautiful than female. Come to the next fact. Sexual dimorphism is not present, and that's it. Any starfish is a representative organism, and no other any additional representative organism. Go through with your NCERT and tell me now if you have any doubt.
Sir, in the book, it's saying development is indirect with free swimming larva. Free swimming larva means?
Just a minute. Free swimming larva means their larva, they keep on swimming in the water at the larval stage as well. Like mosquito, they also have the free swimming larva. Any more question?
No, sir, no questions.
One more example, you have to write it down. That is sea urchin. Example. So starfish, starfish. That is, it is also known as the estuaries. It is there in NCERT. Estuary. and sea urchin. Sea urchin basically look like sunflower. So sea urchin. This is Ignis. These two examples. These two examples are important, right? So now come to the hemichordata. So basically, what are the hemichordata? Try to understand. When you broadly divide the animal kingdom in, so you can divide it into chordate and non. So what are the non-chordates and what are the chordates? So basically, the animal have been divided. So those which are the, please try to understand. I want your 100% focus over here. These are the things which you need not to cram, but you need to understand what exactly they are. So there, when you divide animal, you can divide animal into two categories: chordate and non. Chordates are those animals which have the backbone, right? Backbone or backbone-like structure. Non-chordates are those which do not have backbone-like, right? The animals which we have studied so far, all the phylum which we have studied so far, they do not have any backbone-like structure. Yeah, sure, Afaf. If you want, you can leave. So those animal which have the which do not have uh, this backbone-like structure, uh, they are called uh, non-chordate. Chordate are those animals which have backbone-like structure, right? Backbone is present or backbone-like structure is present. So they are called chordate, right? So say so far we have studied the non-chordate. Uh, can you tell me, Shidika and Martin, what is the purpose behind the this backbone? What is the main function of this backbone? Tell me, Shidika,
What's there?
what is the main purpose of backbone? Main function of backbone? Like we have the backbone, what is the main function of backbone? The backbone we have,
Support for the whole body to help sit and stand.
that is an amazing characteristic. Martin, what is the purpose? Main purpose.
Of what?
Basically, the backbone is not a solid structure, it's a hollow structure. Inside the backbone, there are certain wire-like structures. These wire-like structure
Control.
are nerve cord, right? So the when the backbone developed in animals, the purpose behind developing the backbone was to protect these nerve cords so that they did not get broken. If they will break down, what will happen? The communication will stop over there. So main purpose of the notochord, so main purpose of the backbone is to protect our nervous system or nerve. So precursor means at the initial stage, backbone did not develop. At the initial stage during the course of evolution, the animals which were not that much advanced, the animal which arrived after the non-chordate. So the development of a notochord take place. Notochord was precursor of backbone. Did you got my point or not? Hemichordata, there are very few member of this phylum which are present or which are representative, very few, right? This is the connecting link between the chordate and non-chordate, or they, or you can say this is, it have the connecting, it have the feature of chordate and non. The diagram which is visible at the scale, it is of melanoglossus. So melanoglossus is a worm. It is also known as the tongue worm, right? Let me write it down. What exact the name of this organism? The name of this animal is melanoglossus. Melanoglossus. Melanoglossus is also known as the tongue worm. tongue, right? Uh, how does where they are formed? Basically, they are formed at the sea, right? So let me show you. So suppose that, for example, yeah, let me just start. Okay, so suppose that this is ocean, right? Suppose that this is oceanic floor, right? Uh, it is the and now let's deeper and deeper. So this is the water, and this is ocean floor. And as ocean floor, there is a sandy structure like sand like. So in this oceanic floor, there is a sand. Yeah. This is sand area. So look, this is the sand area, and what happened in the sand area? This is suppose that this is the sand area. Don't know what is happening. Just change it. Just remove that actually pen is not working properly. Yeah, I'm unable to write it over here. I don't know what is happening. Well, just note down some point and I'll see. Basically, I'm unable to write it down over here. So I'll just dictate you. I'll show you and dictate you. Basically, they make a burrow over here, right? They make a burrow like that. They make Yes, they make a burrow-like structure over here, right? In oceanic floor, they make this kind of burrow, right? In this kind of burrow, so suppose that this is the sandy area, right? And in sandy area, they make U-shaped burrow, right? And in this burrow, they live. So like they go from here and they come out from here, right? So this is the U-shaped burrow. They make a U-shaped burrow, and they live in this and they live in this structure, right? And the this upper part is called as proboscis. Proboscis is a head part, right? And below this part they have the mouth, and this is the collar, right? So their body's upper part, head part is like to the proboscis, then the collar part, and then there is the rest of the part is the body part, right? They have these gill spores for the respiration. Their bronchial region is that part from where the respiration takes place, right? And there are genital wings. So genital wings are basically they are a reproductive organ, right? They have a reproductive organ. A reproductive organ. They have the so these are the reproductive structure. So basically, they have the reproductive organ. This is the reproductive structure. They have a reproductive organ. So these are the reproductive organ, and there is a hepatic uh, cecum, right? Hepatic cecum. Basically, this is the digestive, right? This is the digestive gland. The digestive gland basically the digestive for the uh, enzyme, and there is a prostatic region, and this is the anus region for the removal of the waste material. So that is the main characteristic, and they live in the shallow oceanic part. And there are, as I have already told you, that there are very few member of this phylum, right? So you can write it down the general characteristics. Please note it down. General characteristics. They lives in burrow. They lives in burrow. They lives in burrow, and they are exclusively marine. Exclusively marine means they are exclusively found in ocean part. They are not found in soft water or fresh water. Next, their gills slit. Slit means opening, right? Their gills slit are present at dorsal position. Dorsal position means upper part, right? Dorsal position. Their gill slit are present at dorsal position. While in chordate they are not dorsal, they are found sideways, right? While in chordate, means those which have backbone or notochord. In chordate, they are lateral in position. Lateral in position. Next, blood vascular system. Blood vascular system is of open type. Blood vascular system is open. While they have heart, while they have heart and blood is and blood is colorless, and blood is colorless. Next point. In proboscis means upper part, mouth part, head part. In proboscis, they have excretory organ. In proboscis, they have excretory organ. At proboscis. Right. Next point. Nerve cord is present, means they have nervous system. Nerve cord is present. Next point. Sensory cells are present. Sensory cells are present at skin. Sensory cells are present at skin. Next one. They have sexual reproduction. They have sexual reproduction. Sexes may be separate. Sexes may be separate or bisexual, means the same organism. Both probability are present. And the melanoglossus, which is visible to the skin, is only the representation. Right. We have completed all non-chordates. The thing which we have to cover in the next class, that is complete chordate. And chordates are a bit complex, not bit complex, but chordata. This is the classification of the chordata. Here the fishes comes, here the frog comes, here the turtle comes, and all that, reptiles and all that come. Here the birds come, here the mammals come, right? So they all are chordate. So till this hemichordata, right? All the organisms, they do not have backbone like structure or precursor of backbone, which is called notochord. So that is not present over, right? So go through with it and with your NCRT and ask me if you have any doubt. Done?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So see you in next class, right? And next class we'll start the chordate, and I think we may finish in next class. This is a very big chapter. And revise all the phylums which we have studied and ask me if you have any doubt, because this is a very big phylum. It is 3 times larger than the plant kingdom, so you need to revise it again, right? So bye bye, take care, good night. See you next class.
Thank you, sir.